What's up, YouTube? My name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, and this is Kenny J TV. Welcome to another episode of Kenny J TV. If this is your first time tuning in, feel free to browse around and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to Kenny J TV. By popular demand, I'm putting out this video. I get a lot of questions of when I was working at State Farm and things that I've learned. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the things that I learned while working at State Farm. So for you all that don't know, I started my career at State Farm in 2020, was there from July 2020 till about early December of 2020. That's when I realized that I could take this thing and go to another level. So I left in December of 2020, and then January 2nd of 2021, I started Remedy Insurance and Wealth Builders, and the doors of my agency opened. And that was probably one of the best decisions I have ever made in my professional career. I'm very grateful that I've done it. I learned a lot along the journey. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first thing I learned is not everyone wants to come into the office on like the customer/client side of things. So for me, when I was working with State Farm, they were very big on get these people into the office, talk to them, do these policy reviews. And me coming into it, I had no idea if people would or would not want to come into the office. But for me personally, I would never want to go into the office to meet with my insurance agent face to face because I have a million things going on and I don't want to talk about something so boring or so like insurance. I'm just being 100% honest if I was not in insurance. Of course, as we know, insurance is very important to have, and it is also very important to know what coverages you do have and what coverages you don't have. I'm not taking from that. But when I used to call these clients and tell them, hey, can you come in? No, why do I need to come in? Can we do it over the phone? Can we do it virtually? That's when it clicked in my head that when I had my agency, I would not be meeting clients face to face. And even in the middle of a pandemic, they wanted us to come into the office, meet with the clients, and maybe one client every 3 weeks came in, and we had hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of clients. So when I started my agency, I said, you know what? This is going to be a 100% virtual agency, and all of my deals have been closed virtually over the phone, on Zoom, sometimes even via text message. Of course, when it comes to personal information like their social security number or payment information, of course, we hop on the phone. But once that clicked in my head, I was able to save a lot of money because even to this day, and it's December something 2023, I still do not have a physical office. And as of right now, I don't see a reason to have a physical office because all of my clients are virtual. I mean, we meet virtual, we talk on the phone, and a lot of them do not stay in the same city that I work in or that my business is in. And that is the beauty of insurance. As long as I have my laptop and Wi-Fi, I am literally able to go anywhere in the world and work. I've been overseas and I've closed deals in Charlotte, or I've been in different states and I've been able to close deals in Charlotte or other states that I'm licensed in because I have my Wi-Fi and my laptop. Another thing I've learned and I've spoke about multiple times on my channel is customer service is the key to success. That customer retention is very important. And yes, as an independent agent, the carriers are sending out the renewals to the clients every year, for example. But on my end, whether the premium increases, stay the same, or it decreases, I reach out to my client, I see how they're doing, I see how their business is doing, or how life is going in general for them, and then I let them know that their renewal is coming up in about 30 days, and this is what this looks like. Has anything changed in your business? Has anything changed with your vehicles? Has anything changed with your home? These are very important questions that a lot of times we don't ask. We just say, oh, it's a renewal. Let's go ahead and put this down as revenue and on to the next. And if they call, we'll answer any questions. But I always love to get in front of any questions that they have and reach out. And therefore, they never can say, I don't know the last time I've talked to my agent, and I'm able to build rapport with my client. So now if they have some crazy rate increase or something weird going on with their policy, instead of them just canceling the insurance and going somewhere else, they feel comfortable coming to me, asking any questions and saying, what can you do to get this down? Because I really enjoy being a client. I enjoy the time you take out, and I trust your professional opinion. And that has happened more than times that I can count, and I've been able to save clients just off of the rapport and how I'm always putting their interests first. The third thing that I've learned is one band, one sound, meaning if one person says one thing, everybody needs to be on the same accord, which is why it is important to have processes and procedures in your office. Because what I learned, before I opened my agency was one person would say one thing and then the client would call back and another person would say a completely different thing. And now the client is frustrated, as I would be. You're calling saying this, and then 2 weeks ago they called and said this. What is really going on? A lot of times that would cause frustration, and the client would even leave the office or leave the agent because they didn't know what was right and what was incorrect information. So whenever I'm having a discussion or a conversation with the client, I'm notating everything that the client is saying, as well as everything that I'm saying as the agent of how we are going to handle this situation. So if my assistant goes in and answers a call and sees on their account X, Y, and Z happen, he can literally pick up the conversation exactly where I left off. How many times have you called, let's say Amazon or a different company, and you've had to call multiple times, and every time you got a completely different answer? That is very frustrating, and it feels like you are going in circles, and you may be less likely to shop there or support that business again because the customer service is 0 out of 10. So I always want to make sure that we're giving these clients top tier customer service and just having a seamless process with any issues or any questions they may have regarding their insurance. A big tip that I learned at State Farm was, if you do not know, use your resources. Use your resources. They are there to help you, whether that's the underwriter, the processors, the territory managers. You are not expected to know everything, which is why all of these people are put around you or introduced to you so you are able to ask them questions. To this day, I still reach out to my resources, my underwriters, whenever I have a case that I'm not too sure about, and they are able to guide me in the right direction. Don't ever give your client false information or prospect false information for multiple reasons that I really won't go into. But the main reason is, if you're giving them false information and they find out, you do not look credible as an insurance professional, and that is one thing that you do not want to do. As a business, the biggest thing that you have is your company reputation or your company brand, and you don't want to be known as someone giving out false information or lying to your clients to get the sale. And the last tip is, whenever someone reaches out or is referred to you, they should be your top priority. Reach right back out to them. Have a sense of urgency, because it shows the client and the person that referred them to you that you are serious about the business, and that will go a long ways. I've had multiple conversations with referral partners saying, I send you business because you get it done. You put it at the top of your list, and we are able to get that deal close. And those are just a few things that I learned working at State Farm before I opened my agency. I believe that in my career and in my professional development, it was very important for me to start out with State Farm. It showed me how to and how to not run an agency. If you are an independent agent, what are some things that you have learned to start your business if you're looking to, or what are some things that you have learned that if you do start an agency, you wouldn't want to do? Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. We are dropping content every week. Again, my name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, And this is Kenny JTV.